instead of intro music, I'm just gonna watch this with you. What we're watching is obviously me tryharding to the max. I mean, look at those guys. The opportunity to kill me is there. LMGs, and they still can't seem to lock on. But in all seriousness, this was during the time, this was a really old gameplay, but it's during the time where all the PS3 players were getting insane gameplays and getting a bad rep because of that. So that just would have added fuel to the fire, how bad PS3 players were. I don't know why I didn't put intro music in there. Probably would have made it a little more entertaining, but some people like to hear my voice. Yeah, pretty awesome, right? What is going on, guys? It's Jimmy, your Ballish 521. I am back from my service camp that I talked to you guys about in my last video, which was maybe 5 or 6 days ago. I'm not too sure, but I'm really happy to be back. And I do want to talk about it a little because I didn't have a ton of expectations going into this. I told you guys a little about it. From what I knew, at least, it was going to be a service camp that a group of people met at Maryland, University of Maryland, the college, and I didn't know what to expect going in. But what it turned out to be was everyone, there was about 300 high school age students, kids there, and we got split up into groups and assigned to, I think it was 28 different service sites. So you had plenty of options to do your service, and I got assigned to this elderly health and rehabilitation center in Washington, D.C., the city. And there was no specific assignment. Some people had to do like yard work for different centers and stuff. Some helped the homeless. With this situation, the place that I went to with a group of people that I had never met before, I went with a group of kids from my high school, but the groups that were split up into for the service, I knew no one going in. And there was no specific assignment. Basically what we had to do was just talk to these older people, and it was so important to them. You might hear that and say, wow, that's pretty lame, that's not service. Although we did do a lot of storage stuff for them as well, just organizing things. The place it needed help badly, and the people there, they didn't have good family situations. Most would say, if you talk to them, they would say, I've gotten maybe a visitor or two all year, or all their family is just out of the picture and they don't even know where their family is, and just really horrible stuff like that. And the relationships that I was able to build with some 60, 70, 80-year-old, even a 95-year-old woman, I remember, was just amazing. And it was really awesome to see that a group of people who did not know each other at all going into the week developed a relationship as we all worked and just talked to these people who really loved the company. It was so obvious how much they appreciated it, and the looks on their faces when we told people we had to leave. It was really sad, and it really opened my eyes to what helping others can do for you. You shouldn't look for attention or support or thanks after your service or during your service. The reward should be in the service and the effects that you have on the people that you help out. And it was just amazing. I would talk to people with Alzheimer's, people who weren't completely there mentally. I remember talking to an old lady who asked me how old I was. I said 16. She said, so am I. The lady was probably 70 or so. And then she went on to say, are you married? And I said, no. She said, neither am I. 3 minutes later, I was asking her a question about the weather, and she cut me off mid-sentence because, like I said, she wasn't there mentally all the way. And she said, are you married? Again. And I said, no, I'm too young for love. I was just trying to be as polite as possible. And you can't argue with people like that because that won't do any good. And she said, oh, if you're too young, how old are you? Asked me that again. I said 16. She said, oh, that's cool, I'm 17. just little conversations like that. I talked to one man who said he literally did everything. He was an assistant secretary for multiple presidents. He was in the military as a parachuter. Like, just people, they loved talking to us. And I got to play cards with people, serve them food. Like I said, we did a lot of storage stuff. And it's not the biggest service. I'm not like I'm not helping out the people in Haiti or whatever, wherever, people really in need. This was just more of a comforting kind of situation that was just really awesome to be a part of. And like I said, it really opened my eyes as to how much helping others and being generally good, just genuine people. I met so many people that I was like, wow, these are just awesome people to be around. They're real, nice people. And I'm going to get into another commentary soon about this, about my own faith. And I know some commentaries where people talk about their faith and all that, they can get a little touchy and a little weird. But I'm going to get into one if you guys want to hear about that. I know my voice was low in this commentary. It's because I'm upstairs. I wanted to get a video out. That's all I have, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you can hear. I'll talk to you soon.